guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Phương and you can call me Upchan. In this channel, I'm gonna share with you guys my experience living here in New Zealand as a former international student as well as a worker, and also give you guys some advice and tips in different topics related to life here in New Zealand. So stay tuned and subscribe to my channel to follow more contents. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a very popular topic that interests a lot of international students wanting to come here in New Zealand, is how to choose a right educational provider to suit with their needs, their goals, educational background, and their budget. So either that will be a university or a private institute. This will be a good guideline for you to know what to choose. So first thing first, I'm going to tell you a little bit about New Zealand education framework and also all the different types of education provider for students over 18, generally for higher education. So most certificate and qualification offered by education provider in New Zealand will fit into New Zealand qualification framework, which has 10 levels from level 1 to 4 that will cover the main secondary school certificate, also known as a certificate for high school and under, as well as some basic vocational qualification. From level 5 to 6, that will cover sub-degree vocational qualification or diploma. So level 7 and 10 will cover graduate and postgraduate degree and some certificate. So unlike other developed countries that have a quite complex education framework and system, here in New Zealand is actually quite simple and easy to understand. So I'm gonna give you a rough idea of the main education provider for students over 18, which is higher education. So here in New Zealand, we got 3 types of education provider, which is 8 state-funded university, 16 institution of technology and polytechnic, which are now unified at Te Pukenga, New Zealand Institution of Skills and Technology, and 550 PTE private training establishment, that's including English language school. So here are some simple explanation of each type of education provider. With university, since they are all state funded, the quality of the qualification or certificate are quite similar among all 8 universities here. Even though university offer a lot of range of study option and in a lot of faculty, it would be a particular good choice if your study is research based and would need a lot of funding for equipment and research, because university can have a lot of funding from different investor as well as company. University, they also offer a big and nice facility that can hold up a lot of equipment, and also they can invite in a lot of good professor for the particular researching degree. So some example major that is good for you to sign up in university are science or medical. In some cases, there's some particular major that only offer in university, such as medical or postgraduate PhD. University also have a big and modern facility in order to accommodate a large amount of students in different faculty as well as international students wanting to study in university. And for this reason, the study fee would be quite high. In fact, the highest among three type of education provider, as I said above. However, university also offer a lot of scholarship, so you can apply to, and it will be really helpful for your fund. Another type of education provider would be institution of technology and polytech, which are now Tepukinga, and they also offer a wide range of study option in different qualification and certificate, similar to university. However, their focus would be on giving students real-world experience and apply learning in the study, by having a lot of connection and networking with a lot of company in different industry. Students can have internship as well as site visit to learn more about how the major and people from the job working. This would be very useful if your learning and major require a lot of practical and hands-on experience, and it would be a great highlight when you're applying for job after graduate. Some example major would be engineering, IT, nursing, or construction. The fee for Tepukinga are typically lower than university since they don't require a lot of fund for researching, and the class size are a bit smaller because they would focus on giving students hand-on and real-life experience or applied learning. And also they don't invest much in big facility, and it also offer courses online too. Last but not least are private training establishment or PTE. These are privately owned institute that offer specialized course or certificate in a specific role or job in an industry. These programs are designed for students who have a clear vision of what they want to do after they achieving the certificate or qualification. For example, being a beautician, being a flight attendant, or a fashion designer. The difference between this institute and Tepukinga is that the Tepukinga are typically owned by the government, and in this institute, they offer a specific focus on a kind of industry and some training in the specific role in that industry, compared to Tepukinga, where they offer a wide range of study in different major and different field, and some qualification that offered by Tepukinga also cover the scope of study bigger and generally give a student a flexibility in different role once they graduate in that field or that major. So for example, if you're interested in the beauty industry, you can take a beauty therapist qualification in Tepukinga, and they can offer you a qualification that teach you general knowledge and some practice to be a beautician, a skin therapist, a spa therapist, a resort therapist. While if you're interested specifically on skin therapist, you can take a course as PTE in order to be like specialized in that specific role. And once you graduate, you can be a skin therapist. There are also some course and qualification or certificate that only can offer in specific PTE since they are specialized in that industry, and some PTA even have reputation for that specific course or program. For example, being a flight attendant or animation designer, fashion designer. The fee for these PTE are generally similar or even higher, even lower. It's kind of fluctuate depend on what specific role or what specific course you want to sign up for, depend on the scarcity of that role, and the number of enrollments. And because they're focused solely on training you for the job, they don't really have to invest much onto funding for research, funding for facility. And yes, you can also have options to study online. So that will be the general understanding of this type of provider for you to consider. And since they focus on training only for the job, the studying time would be normally shorter, only from 1 to 2 years compared to 2 to 3 years in Tepukinga or a university for qualification. So that is something for you to consider when choosing. So these are some simple explanation of the New Zealand education system, as well as give you some guideline of what education provider you would like to choose or consider. In the next video, I'm gonna give you some advice on how to choose a specific school or university based on different factors such as location and temperature and weather. So stay tuned for the next video and subscribe for my channel to follow more contents. See you guys.